guys, how you doing? We're fitting some FJ80 flares to 100 series today. Now a couple of bits and bobs that you need to know is that all this bottom part here needs to be cut off. So you need to slice all along here because none of this will fit onto the body. Also this tab up here also needs to be trimmed so you get the fitment. So I'm going to come over here and show the finished product. So once you've trimmed this bottom section, it'll fit over the mud flap and contour nicely with the fender. And then at the front here, that little tab will interfere with the bull bar or bumper that you have on the 100 series, which is why that needs to be trimmed off. Otherwise, the rest of it fits on nicely. To cut, you can either use an angle grinder, you can use a jigsaw, whatever you've got lying around the house. I like using the angle grinder. And that's it. Once cut, deburr, clean up your area, and then basically she's ready to fit. Onto the rear flare, just like the front flare, we'll need to cut this bottom section off, and then obviously sand it down to make it look good afterwards. But on this one, you'll be coming all the way up against this part here. We're not leaving a little section here, like on the front. We'll be taking off the whole lot. These rubbers to any flare from Alpha 4x4, this little lip here needs to be on the outside. Basically just push it in, slide, and work your way around. And once that goes on the vehicle, this lip will protrude out and fill up any gaps that may be there. Fitting these 80 flares to the 100 series, they're not going to match up completely because it's a different vehicle. So what you want to do is after you get everything trimmed, is you want to place them to where they may be. Check your gaps, especially on the door section. Make sure you've got enough gap there to open and close your door. Usually you want about 10 mil, and that gives you a nice even gap. Now once you get it all into place, where you want it to be, you then drill your pilot hole, which is usually a 4.5 mil for the screws that are provided. Once you get it in the rough position that you really want it to be, you want to go into the middle first. Grab your hardware. Cut that. Once you get that located, you don't want to go all the way. You want it snug, but you don't want it too tight. The reason for that is so you can make micro adjustments once you get your door piece on. The door piece is next, and like I said, you want about a 10 mil gap here. So once you get that roughly where it looks good, once again, you want to drill always the middle hole you want to go for first, because that's going to allow you to do your micro adjustments. So now that that's all somewhat secured, you can come in, move around, and get it to where you need it to be.